No Man's Sky is this crazy science fiction game that we're trying to make. We're this tiny indie team and we're trying to make this huge, ambitious game. We start players out in a galaxy, and their journey, I guess, is to try and get from the outside edge of the universe towards the center. Because we're such a small team, rather than building everything ourselves, we try and teach the computer, we try and teach the PS4 or the PC how to build planets and how to build, we teach them the rules, how to build creatures and trees and rocks and things like that. And then we let it do that, and it produces an infinite number of them. And then we set players out to go and explore it and kind of find out what's out there. The root idea just came from this one simple thing of like making you feel like you've stepped onto a planet from a sci-fi book cover. This feeling of landing on a planet and no one else has been here before me. Normally in any other game you would be loading that planet off of a disk. How No Man's Sky works is the input is where you're stood. The maths knows how to generate things that look like planets and trees and rocks and stuff like that. And the input being the same, being where you stood, the output is always the same, which is everything that you see. We normally say that the game's infinite, but it's not strictly true. It's just really, really incredibly big. The game has a limit, and that limit is 18 quintillion planets. So what that means is that if players were all to start playing the game and they were to discover a new planet every second, it would take like 584 billion years to discover them all. So you're kind of let loose, and you can be a trader, for instance. You can be a fighter. You can go and just be an explorer, or you can try and survive on all the kind of harshest different environments. So there's lots of different ways to play the game. There's no one set way to play it, but each new planet is often bringing something new. Some will be extremely hazardous. Some will have loads of creatures, some will have none. There's definitely the possibility for things in the game to surprise us. You know, for some planets to be way richer in terms of resources than we ever thought possible, or have deeper oceans than we've ever seen before, or whatever it is. But I like that idea. I think that's part of the charm of the game. No Man's Sky, when it started out, was actually just me in my spare time for like the first year, and that's actually like, I can't believe this, like 5 years ago. And now we're kind of like a dozen or more people working on it, but still really small. What we set out to do is make something really different, and that seems to have been something that people like, you know. And it may not be for everyone, but if we try and make a game that everyone would like, then it would probably be Call of Duty or whatever, you know. We're currently thinking like that we will be one of those games like Minecraft is, where the developer is able to listen to the community and keep adding more and more new ideas through, like, you know, free updates and stuff. For Hello Games, I don't know, I don't think we could go back to making just a normal game and making everything by hand and stuff like that. I think there's exciting stuff that we could do with that technology, and yeah, that's where I'd like to see us going.